do I even begin? Number one, I gotta thank Mike Will87 on Twitter for the layout. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. He's the main reason behind Raw Review looking so damn good. Number two, if you guys missed Off the Script yesterday, part 3, it was uploaded at about 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Go and check that out. Number 3, what did we just watch? What the fuck is going on here, bro? I mean, Monday Night Raw. A review on JD's channel? With no complaining? Could this be? You know, we ask for simple things. We ask for simple things, man. A nice home-cooked meal at the end of a long day. A cold beverage at the end of a long day. Good wrestling on Monday night. That's all we ask. That's all I ask. That's all we ever wanted. Monday Night Raw tonight just blew me away, man. Not in terms of it being the greatest show ever, but it made me think, did Vince McMahon have anything to do with this show? I don't know. Certainly didn't feel like it. But typically when we come on here for Monday Night Raw Review, we're bitching and moaning and we're fucking doing 8,000 other things, right? Not once did I fall asleep during Monday Night Raw. Not once did I have an inkling of tiredness in my body. I did not get up and go get a cold beverage during the Divas match. Only during commercials. I did not go and clean my cat litter that my cat just made a fucking complete mess out of. I didn't scoop my cat's shit. I didn't go take a shit myself. I didn't go take the trash out. I didn't even cook dinner. I did none of those things, bro. I did not fluff my pillow and get ready for sleep at 11:30 p.m. sharp. I didn't nauseate. I didn't vomit. I didn't get nauseated at the sight of the Big Show, Ryback, Kane, Social Outcasts. Only one of those particular factions showed up on Monday Night Raw tonight. And even then, I didn't groan, bitch, or complain. Monday Night Raw. Tonight. I don't know if it was booked by Vince McMahon. Certainly didn't feel like it. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Certainly didn't feel like a Monday Night Raw by Vince McMahon and his fucking cronies. Kevin Dunn and everybody else that just can't let go of Vince's cock. Everywhere they go, they got Vince's cock in hand. In one hand, Vince's cock. And then the other one, a coffee. That's Kevin Dunn and his fucking goons. Monday Night Raw tonight, in all seriousness, probably the best Monday Night Raw in 2 years. We have been given some shitty fucking Raws. We have been given an absolute dreadful experience for as long as I can remember on Monday night. Tonight, it felt like Monday Night Raw again. This is now 2 weeks in a row. Okay? 2 weeks in a row that WWE has put on a decent show. The Raw after WrestleMania, it didn't really feel like a Raw after WrestleMania. It was decent, but it wasn't the best Raw after Mania we've seen. WWE now has 2 consecutive shows that were solid. One more, guys. One more. And I want you to remember this on this very review. One more, and WWE has a streak. One more show like this tonight, and WWE has a streak. Yes, a streak, a string of good shows. I'm not saying this is the best fucking show ever. Tonight did its job. It kept us entertained. It gave us great wrestling. And the storylines, get this, guys. The storylines are simple and easy to comprehend. Yes, there are loopholes. Yes, we still don't know why Shane McMahon is booking Monday Night Raw, which makes me believe this is all going to play into a bigger storyline, and that WWE is pulling our strings like the fucking puppet masters that they are. I see Stephanie and Triple H getting involved in this some way, shape, or form. There's no way Shane McMahon is running Monday Night Raw without any fucking information behind it. It's just not logical. I don't think WWE is that blatantly fucking stupid. I don't. Okay? Yes, we're upset with Charlotte winning another match by her father with outside interference. Yes, we understand how overplayed it is and how fucking overdone and overused it is. We understand that. But that's not going to hamper down a Monday Night Raw. Not in my eyes. The Dean Ambrose, Chris Jericho segment dragged on for a little bit. It was funny for the first couple of minutes. Then it dragged on. That's not going to hamper down Monday Night Raw. You know? Roman Reigns segment really wasn't even all that bad to me. Because Roman Reigns was made to look insignificant on this show. Because so many other things on this show were that much important. Roman Reigns didn't bother me tonight. His promo didn't bother me. His presence didn't bother me. The fact that the Wyatts came out, you know, they really didn't bother me either. It actually made it more intriguing to know why Shane McMahon is pairing Bray Wyatt with Roman Reigns. So by that account, I'm intrigued. You tickled, JD. You have my interest for the main event. Tonight's show had a little bit of everything. Yes, illogical gaps and loopholes, questions that we still don't have a fucking answer to. But when it comes down to it, we got a number one contenders match, you know, unofficially with Sami Zayn and AJ Styles. Sami Zayn wins, it's made into a triple threat. How did that come about? It's because Sami Zayn was taken out of last week's Fatal 4-Way by Kevin Owens. And if he won the match, he would be inserted into the main event of Payback. Simple booking. Easy to follow booking. That's what everybody wants. Simple is best. The NXT formula. Charlotte and Natalya had a great women's championship match. That's what we want to see on Monday night. Championship matches thrown in there. You know? Tickle my fancy, WWE. You did it twice. The cherry on the cake, you're giving JD a tournament. You're giving me a tournament for the tag team championships. That's fucking great. Look at how many solid teams are in that fucking tournament, bro. Look at how many teams are in that tournament. There's none of you watching me right now that can tell me WWE's tag team division is not strong. That is impressive. Everybody minus the social outcasts, and I haven't seen Stardust and R-Truth work together as a cohesive unit, but I like the pairing. They're two quality wrestlers. Social outcasts I can do without, and their match tonight, really didn't do anything for me, but, I mean, we got the debut of the Bullet Club. We got Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows coming out, which we'll talk about in a second. I don't want to jump all over the place. But you guys get my point. The tag team division is impressive. And if WWE takes care of it and embraces what they have with these teams, quality teams, this is the best the division has ever looked in fucking 2 decades. 2 fucking decades. Where tag team wrestling has been absolutely unimportant and void of all action. WWE has, with the resurgence of Enzo and Cash, you got the Lucha Dragons, you got the Vaudevillains, you got the Dudleys. Usos are boring, but they're still a quality name. You know? The New Day, the Ascension, if you build them back up. R-Truth and Goldust. This is fucking great. The women's division is now flourishing. We got a fucking championship match that was pay-per-view worthy tonight on Monday Night Raw. WWE now, with the additions of Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin and Enzo and Cass, we didn't even see half of the fucking guys that we usually see on Monday Night Raw. We didn't see Sasha Banks. We didn't see Becky. You know? WWE is leaving out certain guys now because now they're filling their time slots accurately. They're filling their time slots properly. Monday Night Raw flowed beautifully tonight. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about this show, except for the logic gaps, which obviously and clearly are there. There's nothing you can say bad about this show. This is the best show in 2 years. We've been given garbage for 2 straight years. All of 2015, rolling on into 2016, it looked like WWE wasn't going to change their ways. I don't know what happened. I don't know if somebody abducted Vince McMahon. I don't know if they gave him the fucking good old magic, Puff the Magic Dragon, the magic stick. I don't know what the fuck they did to him. Did Snoop Dogg get a hold of Vince McMahon before tonight's Raw in Los Angeles? Did they go clubbing before tonight's Raw? Did he get Vince McMahon nice and high? I don't know. Something happened. Shane McMahon's not running Raw, people. Shane McMahon's merely a puppet on television, which is great. He can be a puppet all he wants, because a Raw without Triple H and Stephanie and the Authority is a good Raw. Is a good Raw. Shane McMahon tonight, he played a role in certain aspects of the show with certain WWE superstars. I like it. I like it. He took the reins of Raw, is playing a vital part in the show, making executive decisions on time, on television, in character, in his role, and it's working. That alone gives Monday Night Raw a fresh feeling. Anything would be fresh, besides fucking Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. My cat's shit, and you fucking pluck a rose right in the center of that shit is a fresh feeling on Monday Night Raw, compared to Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. But Shane McMahon, it's like a fucking garden of flowers. A garden of roses, bro. Great. Absolutely fucking fantastic show tonight. I really don't have anything negative to say about it. And like I said, they're going to date back to this show next week. And if they do it again, JD says Monday Night Raw's on a streak. That would be 3 shows. And Payback, I'll tell you this right now. The way Payback is shaping up, Payback is actually looking better than WrestleMania 32. How fucked up is that? Payback has some of the best matches we've seen in WWE, tentatively, scheduled but not yet confirmed, all year. I'm talking about 2016. You might as well talk about 2015 as well, because that was the dark year of WWE, if you ask me. But if you're comparing Payback, which is the tentative card, to WrestleMania 32, Payback is looking that much better than WrestleMania. And this is going to be a 3-hour show. Not a 4.5-hour show. 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, however fucking long WrestleMania was. WWE is hitting their stride. For whatever reason. I don't know if it was the resurgence of the NXT guys. I don't know if it was, Shane McMahon maintaining with the company or, being there with the company after WrestleMania. I don't know. But WWE is hitting their stride. Tonight's show really proved to you how great Monday Night Raw can be. With talent that can actually wrestle, with talent that we actually want to see, and the show that has simple booking. Simple booking. And what am I talking about by simple booking? Kevin Owens comes out to start the show with Shane McMahon. He mentions the tag team tournament. He mentioned Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles, etc., etc. Kevin Owens comes out to start the show, gets in Shane McMahon's face, and says, in typical heel fashion, that he was screwed. He didn't get his rematch from WrestleMania for the IC title. He was screwed out of the Fatal 4-Way. And Shane McMahon, all he does is bring up Sami Zayn. Because Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, like I've been stating for weeks, have a ready-made feud. WWE will visit that ready-made feud eventually, and it's going to be fantastic. But Sami Zayn was taken out by Kevin Owens last week, okay? Kevin Owens states, in typical heel fashion, that Sami Zayn doesn't deserve this type of match. He doesn't deserve this type of opportunity. Great. Where's the simple booking come into play? Sami Zayn was taken out by Kevin Owens last week. Shane McMahon seen that. Shane McMahon, as the authority figure on Monday Night Raw, said, "You are not going to ruin this kid's chances again. You're being escorted out of the building. If Sami Zayn wins this match, he is going to get a shot at the world title, which you took away from him last week. And if he beats AJ Styles, Roman and AJ Styles turns into Roman, AJ Styles, and Sami Zayn in a triple threat match for the WWE Championship at Payback." Simple booking, folks. Simple booking. And how do you book it? You put Sami Zayn in a match with AJ Styles. Unbelievable, man. Simple is best. And you got everybody hooked right there. You don't need this over-the-top, over-dramatic fucking 30-minute in-ring talking segment to open Monday Night Raw. This went 10 minutes. It did what it had to do. Shane McMahon gave me the information that was going to happen tonight, and that's it. And then we went right into a Kevin Owens versus Cesaro match, in which that match had importance to it. Because Kevin Owens complained about him not getting an IC title match. So he goes one-on-one with the returning Cesaro. If he beats Cesaro, the winner of this match gets a shot at Payback and the IC title. And The Miz. So there you go. 2 matches booked in 10 minutes that have more importance than anything on WrestleMania 32. What did WWE do differently here? They gave you simple storylines with characters that we care about, and everything flowed beautifully together. I have no complaints. Cesaro and Kevin Owens went 20 plus minutes, and they kicked off Monday Night Raw the way we want Monday Night Raw to kick off every fucking week, with a 4-star match. Wasn't perfect, but it was good enough to fucking get you hyped for the rest of the show. Unbelievable fucking show to start off, man. Unbelievable match to start off. So I like it. I got no fucking complaints. Cesaro beat Kevin Owens. Back in the match, Owens did a fucking frog splash, Eddie Guerrero style, off the top rope. Okay? And he actually hit it. Cesaro going for the swinging uppercuts. That was in the highlight in the match. That's going to be his new thing now. It's going to get the crowd hyped. You know? He is wearing black tape on his shoulder to sell his injury, which he just came back from. I like that. Okay? In the end of the match, we seen a neutralizer. Okay? Cesaro, fucking pound for pound, the strongest man in WWE. We got a neutralizer for the pin. And he gets the title shot on The Miz at Payback for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I like Cesaro winning here because you're not going to have Kevin Owens win and go against The Miz and have a heel versus heel contest for the IC title. Cesaro, you want to get his momentum built back up. You want to get that face versus heel dynamic, especially for a title. Okay? You want someone that the fans can believe in. You want someone who the fans can believe in to defeat a beatable heel, which is The Miz. And that's exactly what we're getting. Cesaro versus The Miz. And The Miz is going to... He's going to be a great heel with Maurice. Okay? We've seen it in the promo tonight. He cut a great promo. Maurice was great. You know, they're playing up that lavish lifestyle. Like, The Miz deserves all the fucking attention and the... You know, the European bottled water, the high-end water, the no blue M&Ms in his fucking M&M bowl. He's got cucumbers on the eyes. He's wearing a fucking robe. He's being pampered. That's The Miz. Hollywood life. Maurice is going to add to that, and he's going to amp that up tenfold. I like this match. Kevin Owens, I stated this on Twitter, he's got bigger things coming for him. Not necessarily a title. And some of you are afraid that Kevin Owens is going to be booked poorly by WWE. I don't give a shit what they do with him. Just give me Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. That in itself is bigger and better things. He doesn't need the IC title. They don't need to be fighting over the IC title. It would be great. It would enhance the feud, but they already have history together without the title. They already have developed history without the title. And we're going to be treated to 5-star classics. That's all I care about that. Cesaro beats Kevin Owens tonight. 1450 it went with the neutralizer. Great way to start Monday Night Raw. Tag Team Championship Tournament. We got the brackets right here. We're going to go over it. The Usos, Social Outcasts, Golden Truth versus the Vaudevillains, Enzo and Big Cass versus the Ascension, Lucha Dragons versus the Dudleys. Okay, this one started off with the Dudleys versus the Lucha Dragons. This went 2 minutes. Lucha Dragons, I don't like that they're treating the Lucha Dragons like a throwaway team. They are worth more than that. I don't like the fact that Kalisto was the United States champion and he was taken out of the match very abruptly. I don't know if he was really hurt or if it was for storyline purposes, but he's the United States champion. He should be leading the charge for his team, not losing in 2 minutes. But the Dudleys obviously were the right winner here. This is going to set up a match with Enzo and Cass in the second round. I definitely see Enzo and Cass beating the Ascension. I see the Vaudevillains beating Golden Truth. And the Usos beat the Social Outcasts tonight. And we'll talk about that in a second. But the other matches are probably going to take place on SmackDown and then next week on Monday Night Raw. We only seen 2 matches tonight as far as the tournament goes. I'm assuming the finals will take place at Payback and everything will wrap up then, okay? But the Dudley Boys, they beat the Lucha Dragons in 2 minutes and 4 seconds with a 3D to Sin Cara, okay? Post-match, Enzo and Cass come out. Unbelievable reaction for them. Not as hot as Raw after Mania, but still, crowd is going to get on their side. They're going to be chanting, "How you doing?" They're going to be chanting, you know, the fucking catchphrases, SAWFT, soft. Enzo called Devon Devon. Bubba Ray had a microphone, and he looked fantastic on the microphone, man. I love this feud for the same exact reasons that I stated last week. This is going to be great. Enzo and Cass versus the Dudleys is a money feud, and I can't wait to see how both teams interact with each other in the ring, especially when there's something on the line, like a shot to move on to the finals of this tournament, man. Gonna be great for both teams, and Enzo and Cass are my winners for this tournament. Enzo and Cass versus The New Day is an absolute money feud for the tag team division. Moving on to Natalya versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship tonight, and the reason why Dr. Phil was there, he really didn't play a role as a special guest or guest host. Thank God WWE did away with that. Jesus Christ, that was an awful phase for Monday Night Raw, man. But Dr. Phil was there, and he cut a better promo than Roman Reigns on Charlotte and Ric Flair in the back, and then he actually walked out and sat with Byron Saxton as he watched this match from ringside. And the match was building towards pay-per-view quality. Wasn't really there completely by the end of the match, but it was building towards that. I was invested. I think Natalya is great at what she does. She's very, very underutilized and very underrated by a lot of people. Mixing the heart, blood with Ric Flair's ego and all that. Obviously, Flair and Bret Hart, they had a history. Same thing here with Natalya and Charlotte. They've had some great matches over the past couple of months. And tonight was no different. Natalya wins by disqualification. And first of all, I love the way Charlotte comes out. She comes out with the robe, very reminiscent of her father back in his prime. I love it. I love the way that Charlotte is embracing her heel character. I just really, really enjoy it. Natalya wins tonight, again, because of Ric Flair. Now, this is an ongoing issue, okay? I enjoy what Charlotte is doing, and I'll be the first to raise my hand and tell you I did not like where they were going with her character when she debuted on Monday Night Raw. I thought they were merely going to have her be Ric Flair 2.0, which realistically she is. But she's so much better. You see how she is embracing the heel character. You know, Ric Flair is pretty much the spotlight of this duo, and that's what Dr. Phil was there to say. You're great on your own. Your father is corrupting you. You do not need your father. I want to see you get wins on your own, without his help. You know? You're the leader of the Divas, the Divas division. Please, hand me a fucking gun, somebody. Keep saying Divas. Jesus Christ, I'll pull my beanie down over my fucking head and record the rest of the review like this. Divas. Women. You're the women's champion. You're the face of the division. You need to lead by example. You guys know all the fucking terms and phrases these motivational speakers use. But you guys get my point. How many times do we have to see it over a 7-month span? I understand that Natalya is the baby face going into this, and more than likely she was not going to win the title right before the pay-per-view. I doubt she even comes close to winning the title, you know, going into Payback, because this is all going to lead right back to Sasha and Charlotte. What I don't like is that it's happened every fucking match for 7 months. Enough is enough already. She's a champion. I understand she's a heel champion, but even heel champions can win on their own from time to time. You don't need Ric Flair to do the same spiel over and over again for 7 straight months. It's tiresome, and it makes Charlotte less of a champion in my eyes. I just can't stand it. I understand why they're doing it, but you gotta fucking sprinkle that here and there. You can't dump the whole fucking bottle of sauce on top of it every fucking match. You can't do it. I'm tired of it. Dr. Phil's disappointed. Yeah, so am I. Charlotte is the women's champion. She retains. She loses, though, tonight to Natalya by disqualification. I am sure this is going to lead to some type of stipulation at Payback. It's all leading up to the Payback name. So it's going to be great. I'm enjoying it. And I think it's going to be a great match when it finally happens at the pay-per-view. This is where things get interesting. Tag team tournament. Usos versus Heath Slater and Curtis Axel. Okay, who gives a shit about the match? Okay, who gives a shit about the match? The Social Outcasts were there to take a loss, and that was their only job. Okay, they lost. Usos win. They move on to the next round. Now, you can look at this and say you liked it, and you can look at this and say you hated it. There's no in between. We all know we all know that the Bullet Club was coming, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Gallows, Carl Anderson, we all knew that they were coming, you know. I didn't think it was a good spot to debut them here, but WWE, Vince McMahon wanted them here, and he got them. They came down and beat the Usos down. They fucking destroyed the Usos after their win over the Social Outcasts. Why? We don't know. You know, Byron Saxton was chiming in. Why are they attacking the Usos? Why did they go after the Usos? And this was the last time we seen them on this entire show. They didn't come out. They didn't do anything else but attack the Usos. Now, you can look at this and you can fucking run your conspiracies up and down. Usos are related to Roman. They're siding with Roman. Maybe this is setting up something between them and AJ Styles and them joining a faction and the Bullet Club rejoining forces in the WWE. Maybe they're taking out the Usos as backup or as a possible threat to Roman and AJ Styles. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. They didn't give us any other reason as to why these guys were here. All they did was raise the question, why did they attack the Usos? Now, you know, obviously, I'm excited to see new faces. I'm excited to see new blood on Monday Night Raw. But, if you ask me, WWE could have went about this in a better way. They could have waited to debut the Bullet Club. It did not have that oomph, if you ask me. It wasn't a prime spot. This should have happened at a pay-per-view. Seriously, this should have happened at Payback, in the scenario that I discussed. Having them debut here, I can only hope WWE has bigger plans for these guys. I can only hope that this one attack is leading to a bigger scheme, a bigger overall plan. I doubt these guys are going to be in the tag team tournament. I doubt that they took the Usos out mainly to get into the tournament. I mean, if they're in the tournament, they're going to win the tournament. You're not going to have these guys lose the tag team tournament. You know, maybe they go against the New Day, because the New Day and fucking, what's his name? Omega. Kenny Omega. They're going back and forth, bickering on Twitter. His faction wants to fucking go one-on-one with the New Day. You know? Maybe there's a feud brewing there. I don't fucking know. I'm talking out my ass right now. Maybe WWE revisits that New Japan, you know, New Day thing. I have no fucking idea with the Bullet Club. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I don't know. I'm more confused than anybody right now. All I know is I would have debuted these guys at Payback. But they're here. Why did they attack the Usos? Hopefully it's leading towards a bigger overall plan. That's all I can say about that. Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles. Sami Zayn wins this match. He is inserted into the world title match at Payback, which will be made a triple threat match. This match was fantastic. Probably the best TV match on Monday Night Raw all year. This is this is the exact reason why I want Monday Night Raw to flourish. I want Monday Night Raw to be known for what we've seen in this match. Two guys that we are genuinely invested in, giving us their all. 17 minutes of wrestling on Monday night. And with a meaning. And this match had purpose. The winner of this match, I mean, AJ Styles is going to get his title shot anyway, but Sami Zayn is fighting for something due to what happened last week with Kevin Owens. What did I say in the beginning of this review? Simple. What a fucking match. Absolutely unbelievable. The end of this match, I'd probably say the last 5 to 7 minutes, there was a suplex that was countered. He went for the phenomenal forearm, did AJ Styles. That was countered into a fucking Blue Thunder Bomb that I've never seen Sami Zayn hit before in my entire life. Unbelievable. Everybody thought he had it there. Fucking unbelievable close near fall. Fucking place went crazy. Okay? Sami Zayn's expression sold this entire moment. He couldn't believe it. Unbelievable. AJ then gets the calf crusher on Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn, again, facial expression and all, desperately trying to get to the ropes. And that's exactly what he did. What a moment. Sami Zayn showing you heart. Sami Zayn showing you why he is not going to give up because Shane McMahon gave him this opportunity to get to payback. He's not going to quit. Sami Zayn gets to the ropes. Both men were frustrated that they couldn't one-up each other. AJ then goes for a Super Sunset Powerbomb, only to have Sami Zayn backflip out. He goes for the Helluva Kick. He misses, and AJ Styles off the rope with the phenomenal forearm puts Sami Zayn away at 17 minutes. Unbelievable fucking match. Shane McMahon congratulates both men at the end of the match in the back, saying this is why Raw is the flagship show. This is what we see or want to see on Monday Night Raw. Unbelievable. If you guys DVR'd it, if you guys want to go watch the highlights on Hulu, YouTube, this is the match to watch. Probably the best Monday Night Raw match all fucking year. And like I said, and I'll say it again, it had meaning, it had importance, there was a fucking factor in it that made you watch because Sami Zayn wins, he moves on to payback in the triple threat match. Other than that, it's two fucking men who know their craft better than anybody, and they proved you that Monday Night Raw is definitely on the right track. I don't know what the fuck's going on. At the end of this match, I just felt that this show had an overall sense of urgency for some reason. Like, where was this sense of urgency on the road to WrestleMania? In all these big cities. They're running through Philadelphia, New York. They're running through Chicago. Where was the sense of urgency for those shows? It just had an overall feeling. Like everybody literally on this show was in dire need to fucking prove a point. I just don't understand it. So, Sami Zayn loses in a great match. Obviously, he has more business to take care of with Kevin Owens. That's probably going to be coming for a match, which I'm assuming will be scheduled for Payback. And then after that, we have Apollo Crews versus Adam Rose. Adam Rose should have been Apollo Crews' opponent for last week, but they fed him Tyler Breeze for whatever reason. Who is Apollo Crews' first opponent going to be, man? I really don't know. His first real opponent, I should say. People are fucking uttering Ryback to me. Please. You know, you want Apollo Crews to succeed. You don't want him to fail. And we haven't seen Ryback in a couple of weeks. I would like to see a string of Monday Night Raws that are great and a string of Raws without Ryback. A streak for both, please. I'll take 2. Crews wins. Adam Rose, 332 with the sit-down powerbomb. Great move there. High impact by Apollo Crews. They showed a video package on Baron Corbin. I think that's what they should have did last week, but they threw him into a feud with Dolph Ziggler in which he did not get a win, but he ended up looking pretty decent with the end of days on Dolph Ziggler, but they did things backwards with Baron Corbin here. They didn't show Corbin in the ring. He didn't have a match. They didn't have Ziggler. They didn't continue what they did last week. Again, you know, kind of head-scratching there. But they gave us a video package as to get the crowd and the audience familiar with who Baron Corbin is, because he is going to be on the main roster. So that's that. And then obviously the main event, we had Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns versus the League of fucking shitheads. Now, a lot of people were saying that we were going to see the Bullet Club, Anderson and Gallows, come out here. We didn't see none of that. I was hoping that they would have fucking confronted Roman Reigns. I would have loved that. You know, it would have made sense. It would have been exciting. But WWE, in typical fashion, you know, they got to take a great fucking show, and they got to hamper it down with an underwhelming closing segment on Monday Night Raw to close the show. This match, to me, I didn't really care for because I am not invested in Roman Reigns yet. He's getting better. He's playing up to the crowd a little bit more. He's showing you heelish emotions and heelish attitude. I can appreciate that. The League of Nations, I just don't care about. I don't give a shit who they beat. They could fucking beat Shawn Michaels, Steve Austin, and Mick Foley in a 6-man tag. I don't care. They just do nothing for me, and I'm sure you guys think the same way. The main thing here is Roman Reigns and his continuing progress as he's playing up the crowd. Okay? I am going to eventually start enjoying the Roman Reigns character if he continues on this path. Bray Wyatt, on the other hand, and WWE honestly doesn't know what to do with the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt admitted that on the Sam Roberts podcast, if you guys missed that. He said that the WWE doesn't know how to handle the Wyatt family. They don't know how to book the Wyatt family. They're putting them in situations in which they make no sense. It makes no sense for all members involved here. So WWE takes a risk tonight, and they give Bray Wyatt the ball to run with. Let's give it a test run. How is Bray Wyatt going to handle being a babyface in this match? I think he pulled it off beautifully, to be honest with you. I don't want to see, it's not that I don't want to see, I am not ready to accept Bray Wyatt as a babyface. I'm going to embrace it when the time comes for a full-fledged babyface turn, but I'm not ready to accept it right now because he hasn't really succeeded as a heel. We all wanted to see him succeed as the Eater of Worlds, the new face of fear. We still want that Brock Lesnar feud, which I'm assuming is on the horizon. You're not going to have a face Bray Wyatt go against a face badass or a baby face badass in Brock Lesnar. It's not going to work out. You want the diabolical, demonic, fucking, I don't give a shit Bray Wyatt going against Brock Lesnar. I don't know if WWE has that in the cards anymore. But as far as Bray Wyatt as a babyface goes, I mean, he took a hot tag from Roman Reigns. He did all the babyface mannerisms playing up to the crowd. He teased Sister Abigail until I got broken up. He's playing up to the crowd with his taunts and this and that, crowd actually embracing it. So obviously, if WWE wants to visit that path and give him a full-fledged babyface turn, it's going to work. And Bray Wyatt, you can't do any wrong there because WWE has done so much wrong with them that this type of risk was worth it for them to take. I'm going to embrace it. I just can't accept it right now because they haven't done anything with them in the role that I think they should be in, and that is a heel. But being that they've done nothing with them, how much worse can it get? Give them the ball, or give Wyatt the ball, have him give it a run as a babyface. You knew he was going to get cheered over Roman anyway. And I was listening to the Solid Monsters podcast, and I got to agree with him 1,000%. He said it. Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. A heel Roman Reigns versus a face Bray Wyatt is a money WWE Championship match. And the way WWE booked this Monday Night Raw, it looks like that may be on their mind going into 2016. Because really, if you look at it, if Roman Reigns is going to be playing up this heel persona, he doesn't have, I should rephrase that. If he's going to be showcased as WWE's top guy, a babyface, I don't know what the fuck he is now. He's a definite in-betweener. He's John Cena 2.0, no question. But if Roman Reigns is a babyface, how many heels does he really have on the roster? So it looks like Roman is going to be playing more of a heel. And he's going to be going against fresh talent who are legit babyfaces. AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt now. That's another fucking opportunity. You got John Cena coming back. You got Sami Zayn, Cesaro. It opens up the door for more possibilities for Roman Reigns, whereas WWE continues to push him as a babyface, and it's not working out. I think that what WWE is doing with Roman Reigns right now and having him go out there and be a dick, telling everybody and getting underneath their skin, I am the man, even though he said it for fucking 3 straight shows now, it's working. You gotta play up to your strengths, and your strengths right now are the reactions the crowd are giving you. Embrace it. Feel the hate. Have the hate flow through you. Okay? You're the champion. You don't need them. They paid their ticket, their money to watch you. Okay? Flip them the bird. That's all you need to do. So Roman Reigns gets the hot tag to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt passed the test, if you ask me, with flying colors. If you want to turn this man babyface, I think the crowd is ready for it. I think Bray Wyatt is ready for it. And it's something that the WWE took a risk with, and it paid off. Simple. I think it's going to work. And overall, this Monday Night Raw, like I said, it seemed like it had its sense of urgency. Someone in the back had a fucking fire lit underneath them that I haven't seen in fucking years for this Raw. This was a great show. And if WWE can continue this next week, which I'm assuming that they will, we'll have a streak of good shows, guys. And when was the last time you've seen JD positive for more than fucking 3 weeks in a row, man? That'll be a first. That will be a first in a very, very long time. Monday Night Raw wasn't the perfect show, but damn, this was a good fucking Monday Night Raw tonight. Not once did I actually fucking doze off and want to go to sleep. I stayed awake for this entire show because WWE presented a product that was engaging, intriguing, and they gave us damn good fucking wrestling. Styles versus Zayn, Natalya versus Charlotte, and Kevin Owens versus Cesaro with that risk of a babyface turn for Bray Wyatt. That's the recipe for a good Monday Night Raw, man. If this was compacted into 2 hours, this might have been one of the best Raws of all time. But 3 hours really makes it a solid show, and just goes to show you that the 3 hours is really, really hampering down what could be a fucking fantastic program each and every Monday night. I'm JD. Thank you guys for watching the review. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the poll. I'm going to put a poll in the video. I'm JD. Hit that thumbs up. I'll be back with more great content throughout the week. Let me know what you thought about Monday Night Raw. If you missed Off the Script, links are down below. The podcast is on iTunes and Podbean as well. We are featured on podbean.com right on the homepage. Make sure you guys go download that and check it out. I'm JD. This is your Raw review. I'll be back with more great videos throughout the week. Until then, guys, take care. Hope you enjoyed Raw. I'll talk to you all very soon.